It's the time to get down.
Artists come through the doors of late, but this is probably the most impressive package that I personally run into. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna tell you something though about him. Going to a bar that does karaoke, he walks in there. People look at him like, "What he gonna do? What he gonna do?"
Really? Why?
You're looking at him. You don't see.
Oh, because you know what it is. He's kind of calm and quiet.
You don't picture him with that kind of voice.
Yeah.
He starts singing, and people are like, "Okay."
It's like what Prince did in the beginning, though, when Prince first came out.
Oh, yeah. No, got it.
Everybody did that with Prince, too. They're like,
That's
who was that?
Amazing artist that I grew up. I mean, I still have the actual record, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yup.
Prince, you know. So.
But you know what? It's funny because when I heard him speak when he first came in and what have you, and then you too as well, you guys have a calmness about you, and I'm like, they kind of seem like they're serious. So I said, well, we'll see. But you know exactly that. You know, I can usually pretty much tell. But I didn't think that the words were going to be so beautiful too.
You know, it's funny. I actually played it for a friend of mine who's in the business and been in the business for a while. You know, he's worked with many artists, and you know, I had let him, you know, listen to it. Had a meeting with him. I wanted to see what his thought and take was on what I'm currently working on. And he was like, when he heard it, he was shocked. He said, "I honestly didn't think that this was going to be that mature. I expected something more."
And mature is the right
no,
word, too. It's very mature.
He didn't say it in a bad way. He said, like, this is something that I can sit down, have a glass of wine, and just look out my balcony, and I am good.
Yes.
Writing down PCH.
I'm serious, Ricky. I want to hear this over and over again. That's what I said.
Ricky,
you already got me. If I could, I would be on my way to pick this up at FYE, whatever, because I would play this in my car.
But this is also one of those, to me, it's like a staple to have in your
you
R&B
guys got,
collection.
this is a buy.
There
In
are
other
very
words, this is
few
a buy.
artists that I play. I don't care how old the CD is. I'm still playing indie or major. It doesn't matter to me. That's how much we get down with music.
And you know what's crazy, as a writer, you know, and I also, you know, am working as writing for placement for other artists. And you know, and that you have to open yourself as well to not just what you do, because not everybody does what you do. So I was working on a couple of other tracks that I had gotten from other producers, and Walter and I were talking about them. And a friend of mine says, "You're singing too much on the track." And then I said, he's like, and I said, "Well, I don't know if they're not for me, you know, I'm writing, you know." And he's like, "Yeah, but you're still singing. You need to talk them a little more to, like, you know." And I'm like, "What do you want me to get on auto-tune next?" Not that I downplay on anybody who does it. I mean, because those are songs that I like to listen to also when I'm in that kind of groove, you know. And I think, you know, there's a love for music in every style of music that you do. But when they said that to me, and I was like, "Well, what's the purpose of being a singer if I can't sing?"
Right. I'm with you, Ricky, and I'm glad you stayed true to your own vibe, because obviously you know what you're doing. That's obvious.
Mario, I have to say this because Norman Ross, The Experience, just
Cleveland's in the house. Cleveland's in the house.
Ricky is here. I thought about you when I heard him sing. I'm like, oh my God, Norman is going to love Ricky. Norman, I know you can't stay with us for the moment and what have you, but if you can just listen to the next song, you will not be... You're going to be blown away. And you know how much I know you love music. You're going to love Ricky. So we'll talk after the show and what have you with all of you. We'll be uploading Ricky's show with us today on all platforms so we can have a really great discussion. And then hopefully we can get him back as well.
Yeah, well, you know, when you have things that's good, you change up your format on the fly, because it's more than worth it.
Yep.
You know, and once I tell you this, during the sound check, I knew I was changing the format of this show.
What do you mean, Mario?
I knew I was changing. I just whistled around. Oh, no, I'm no fool.
What do you mean?
So when I heard them in the sound check, I said, oh, no, this focus of this show.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't do headlines today?
And the focus of this show is not, because what's more important? What's more important? We can get news all the time. This is going to be a lifetime experience. I got the feeling some of the videos that we shoot, they get better and better, so that 5 and 10 years later, they're even more treasured. And I think this is one of those videos. I think when you're big, rich, and famous, I'll be able to say, you remember the
That's
time
That's
you
right.
guys are at the house? Remember that, Ricky?
I'll still be at the house.
That's right. I'll be the one. You said I was with you. Oh yeah, I will act a complete ass. I'm letting you know right now. I'm Auntie Danny. Damn it.
You know, music for me is something that I love to do. So, I mean, I wouldn't stop doing it even if I wasn't getting paid a dime. And you know, and someone asked me that.
Say that.
Someone once asked me that a long time ago. If you weren't paid a cent to do music, will you still do it? And I said, my answer was hell yeah. And I didn't mean to come out like just hell yeah, but everybody started laughing because they just said it was just so real. It just came out so natural, like hell yeah, like it's just like saying you wake up every morning and brush your teeth. I mean, it's for me. I wake up every day and all I think is music. You walking around.
That's that integrity there, Ricky.
Yes.
You know, I built this studio that we're sitting in here in 1992.
Wow.
And so I've been working, like you said, at this since that time.
Wow.
So I understand, and I'm with you on that. And you know what? It feels so good.
I have to say this because Martin just jumped back into the chat room. I'm trying to figure out what platform he's on, but Martin said, "Ricky's a friend. Ricky's a friend. Hold on one second. He just moved up. Ricky's a friend. Ask him to sing Purple Rain." And then he sent a... So that's a little inside joke, isn't it? I'm feeling you, Martin. I'm feeling you.
Martin actually is a big Prince fan. So one night I think I was singing karaoke and I decided to sing Purple Rain. So he was just thrown. He was like, man.
You got on purple today now, Ricky.
Yeah. I didn't find anything clean. I got laundry. I'm sorry.
Hey, brother, it worked.
I live at home with mom. So. And then it's funny because every time I bring my mom over, she wants to start cleaning. I'm like, lady, just sit. just sit. She's like, no, but I could, it's okay. I'm just sitting here watching TV while I have to wash it and fold it while, Mom, it's okay.
Give a shout out to Mom. Even mine.
That's one of his favorite songs, and so when we we became friends through that night karaoke and met some of his other friends, and they have been Ricky Diaz supporters, and so I appreciate it. So thank you, Martin, for tuning in. But I will do Purple Rain soon. But I guess he was just like thrown like, wow, like you're singing a big song by a big artist, and so I mean those are big shoes. So I'm just doing what I could with it, but.
Very good, brother.
Oh yeah.
And also too, I just wanted to say, Missy said that Margaret said before he sings Purple Rain to sing Stand By Me. So what is that? That's another inside joke. I'm feeling your folks in this
Man,
chat room. What is up?
fans in the room.
What is up in here,
the
you
his
guys?
house.
Margie and I go back to 7th grade.
Oh.
Years. We won't say how many years, but we go back, and we stayed friends. And actually, I sang at Margie's wedding. But Margie, nobody really knew. I never really told anybody in school that it was something. I've been writing songs and poems since I was 10 years old, and it was something that I used to love doing. I would lock myself in my room, write them. But the story on that was there was a talent show for school, and the